What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Tonyd2wild checking in once again, back in the building today, guys, with another Got 'em Early. Whew. Now this one is a classic, 10 years in the making, finally back, and it's going to be way more widely available. So without further ado, we got an early look of the upcoming Kobe 8 ProTro. What? The Kobe. All right, guys, so today we got in a couple of pickups. All of these I've been actually very interested in. In all honesty, this one is definitely probably one of the top sneaker releases of this year. I know we've been saying it over and over, but something that's been on people's mind for quite some time. Now, these two, however, are something I'm very excited about because it's a forward-moving product that I think is going to keep continuing to pick up some sort of steam. And I think a lot of people out there are going to love it as much as I've already loved it at this point. So let's get straight into it. We're gonna move this one off to the side. We're gonna get to it. If you want, you can skip straight to it. I'll leave chapters down below, or somebody in the comment section will say, skip to the shoes or something like that. Do that, go ahead and do it. I already know you wanna do it, bro, just do it. But with that said, we got two colorways in on the Nike React X Rejuvenate. Bam! So guys, this is a brand new product coming in for Nike, and it's definitely Nike's attempt of competition towards the Croc as well as the Yeezy. Foam runner, slide, whatever you want to call it. I would say more so in line with the foam runner, but at the same time, the foam runner really no longer exists, so that competition is kind of out the door. Really, Nike is going head to head with Crocs on this one. The retail on these are 70 bucks. And these things have been selling like hotcakes. They've released in several different colorways. One in particular that I like a lot, of course, is the green version that looks a lot like the Kobe 6 Grinch. There's also like a blue version that dropped. This is the light Orwood, and this is the all black version right here. Two dope colorways as well. A little bit of hype around these sneakers, but I think over time the prices will chill out and die down, but I do hope that Nike continues to bring this one to fruition. One of the most, like, in my opinion, and I've always said this, most comfortable sneakers are React shoes, Nike Reacts. The React shoe, the foam that's utilized there has always been extremely comfortable. I've always liked to wear them, especially when working out, running, all that, you name it. The way that the React foam works, it reacts literally and helps continue the strides that you're running in. Like basically, when you apply pressure, the reaction is like the opposite react of some sort, and it kind of just helps keep a flow of motion when it goes to your feet. I'm not a scientist here, but you have to wear Reacts to kind of understand what I'm going on. When it comes to like Boost, I feel like it absorbs. It doesn't necessarily push back, but I feel like React does push back. It applies the same reaction backwards to kind of keep you in that motion. So they apply this here, and they call this a recovery shoe, and that is the kind of the term that's being utilized here. They have a rubberized grip for good traction on the bottom. You got the ventilation on the top. Of course, you see that a lot with your Crocs, but a nice breathability when it comes to this shoe. React X is what's being called on the foam portion that is all throughout, basically underneath here that you apply on. And for the most part, man, very, very comfortable. Sliding into them, you got to pull the backs to slide in because it does kind of cup around your shoe. And I don't want to cause confusion for people out here because this is just my input. You guys know me, I rock 8.5, 9, okay? 8.5, 9. If you're at 8.5, I would say go up a size, go to 9. Even at 9, guys, I'm feeling a little bit of touch around the tip. I think it will break in, but I would not mind trying a 10 to see where it actually is because I would like some more room for this shoe. So I'm just saying, bro, if you had to like actually put pressure and make me give you an honest answer, go up, go up. But if you're a 9, if you wear 9 and you're a 9, try the 9 out. But I wouldn't be surprised if you feel like, damn, probably 10 might even be good as well. And if you're a half a size, go on your higher size. If you're dead solid on 8.5, go to the 9. Just trust me, because these things, they run a little, I don't want to say they run small, but they're a little tight, you feel me? And they run only in full sizes, so there is no half size. With that said, extremely comfortable. These are going straight to foot, and this might be an everyday type of shoe, bro, in all honesty. It kind of has the The Yeezy Slide, it's crazy. We can't even use the words Yeezy Slide or foam runner because it no longer exists. But basically, this is a Croc, and in my opinion, it's a Croc that's way more comfortable. Crocs are cool. They are somewhat comfortable, but not like comfortable like this. So we're gonna do a full-on in-depth review on this at the end of the day. I do love also that Nike kind of went a little wide on it. We do know nowadays sneakers are extremely pointy, and they cause a lot of issue when it comes to your feet. Look at LeBron's feet. I did a video on IG about it on TikTok. You know, you don't want your feet looking like that. So that's why I like Crocs and other shoes like that kind of go for the wide approach, because as humans, our toes are, it's more shaped like it's like that, not like scrunched up. So they do a good job of putting in a good shape that will allow you to be comfortable alongside with it. This is a recovery shoe, and pretty solid price point at 70 bucks for a shoe that I'm probably gonna wear every single day. All right, guys, next up, this is a classic, okay? It don't matter really what age group you're in. For me personally, this is a classic. I started doing sneaker content in 2013. 2014 is when I really started doing it like every day almost of some sort. But 2013 is when this shoe last dropped. And when it dropped, it was extremely, extremely limited and held its weight as far as the price range go in the resale market because of its very limited access, you know, availability. So seeing this shoe come back in 2025, alongside with all the other crazy shoes that we have once seen, this just lets you know how good of a year 2025 is. That is, I gotta bring both of them out because they're different. The Kobe 8 ProTro, what the Kobe. First things first, I'm just gonna show you the box. The box is basically the Kobe 6 type of, you know, reptilian type of feel going on there. And it is textured, so you can feel it with Kobe's signature. You also have Kobe 8 ProTro. This is a size 8.5. Now, I am going to try to find a size 9 in these because the 8s, even the 6s, they all run snug. But I personally feel like the 8 runs even more snug than the 6. So with that said, man, we have here the What the Kobe 8 ProTro, a very iconic model for the, not even for the 8, for Kobe in general, okay? The What the series. We've seen the What the series on all of the Nike basketball from, I would say, I know LeBron had them. I know that Kobe had them. I'm trying to think, was there a What the KD? I'm gonna hold on and think about that and look that up, and I'll come back a little later. But with that said, this is of course the What the Kobe that pretty much brought in various other colorways of the Kobe 8 and mashed them all together for this particular shoe. We've seen it before also with the What the Dunks. We've seen a lot of What the series in general. I think there was even a What the Jordan 4, right? That mixed in and matched all the different Jordan 4s as well. So we're not, you know, as a sneakerhead, you're not unfamiliar with the What the series, but it did get put on with the Kobe 8 as well. Salutes to everybody over on TikTok and Instagram. We're live right now. If you ever want to come through and pull up while we're live over on Twitch or TikTok, we do go live while we actually film, check out the links down below in the description. But there was a Kobe 6 What the, and I want to salute to everybody on TikTok as well over on Twitch for that one as well. Now, with that said, these are releasing on April 12th for a retail price point of $190. As far as sizing goes, I don't know if these are going to be actually releasing in GS sizes like the reverse Grinches or in small men's sizes like the 4M that had released also with the reverse Grinches. They released them like in a very small size run that way ladies could get involved, but there was also the GS version that was almost identical but cost way less. Check out the outsoles as well. Very nice. I don't know, I can't remember if these were like glow in the dark at all. They don't seem like it, but if there is, you will see some B-roll of that in the glow in the dark, but I don't think these are. The portion on this one, however, is 3M with the Nike going along the side right there. A lot of dope colorways, 2 additional sets of laces on here. You got KB24 on the tongue, and you got Kobe. Let me see, is it Kobe? Yeah, Kobe on the tongue on this one as well. The flat tongue is featured on here as well. If you do remember, some of the ProTro 8s, I think that they did drop, or 1 or 2 of them, they made the tongues fatter. People didn't like that, but they made them more cushiony because they wanted to make that ProTro or improvement on it. But this one, alongside with the Venice Beach that released a couple like last year, also featured this flat tongue. One of the issues though with the tongue was also a lot of people did not like the tongue rubbing up against their, like, the top portion of their foot. And maybe that's one of the reasons why they changed it out. So one thing I want to go over though, you have of course the carbon fiber in black, the different colors overall. On the box, it also states that this is a multicolor, 3 times on the box. So I think it's pretty obvious here of what that is. You have the snake skin, or more so almost like a dragon skin, but I think it'll go in line with the snake skin on the swoosh. This whole different entire shoes all together on both of them, but such a remarkable shoe too at the end of the day. The two-tone laces, I like the other laces like this, but this is just gonna have to stay as is. I'm not changing anything out on these particular sneakers. This is gonna stay just the way it is. And you know, it's not about matching when it comes to these. I could rock a white tee and be happy with this one at the end of the day, but let me just check one more thing, because I talked about this before and I want to talk about it now. The sizing. So we have an 8.5. I remembered putting those Venices on and I was like, yo, nah, this ain't gonna work. See, I could get jiggy with the Kobe 6 at an 8.5, but getting with it with an 8, this one's not as bad. I don't know what it. Yeah, this one's not as bad. I don't know if it was just the Venice. The Venice felt super short. Like, it felt short. See, tight shoes open up, but when you hit that wall, you hit that wall. These aren't that bad. I don't know. I'm still gonna try the 9, but that 8.5, it's not as bad as I thought. It's even slightly better than the 6s. So I'm trying to figure out then what, like, maybe I had an 8 in the Venices or something. Maybe I had the 8, but I can't complain. So there's a lot of technology that goes into the Kobe 8 as well, like the foam that is utilized. I want to say, and I'm gonna take it out. We're gonna just take it out. I know that Kobe was crazy about like lunar lawn and all that, but then also I know they switched a lot of that stuff out since it is a ProTro model and went with like some sort of React foam. So let me take it out, because I know some people in here that are basketball players. They're gonna want to know. I can't give you all the other specs. I'm not that deep in basketball, but I can pull it out and let you know. So there is a Nike React foam inside of there. Like I said, I remember back in the day there was like lunar lawn and all this other stuff. Kobe 8, we got the Nike React, and I know also with the Kobe 9s they did some switching of the insole as well and changed that out a little bit for its ProTro model. This is definitely though, I gotta say, possibly a grail for me. Okay, like this is like this Grinch. Still would love to get the Kill Bills or the Bruce Lees. And there's a couple of other models, even like the Kobe 8 All-Star. Man, hopefully we get those very soon. I would really love to get a pair of those as well. But there's tons of Kobe's that the same way people are chasing after OG Jordans, I'm chasing after the Kobe models. There's a lot of these that are still yet in my possession. The Dodger 6 is coming soon. I'm looking forward to that one. That's not an OG model, but there's a ton of other models that I'm looking forward to down the pipeline. This one though, however, looking forward to it, giving you guys a full-on in-depth review very, very soon, as well as a review on the Rejuvenate, so stay tuned for that one. Also, I love y'all though. I appreciate y'all as always, and I'm gonna see y'all on the next one. If you have any questions, feel free to comment down below. But this one, guys, is a big one. And yeah, I'm gonna see y'all on the next one, man. I'm out. Peace.